introduction, but I shall nonetheless introduce them anyway to the great and good very much of the QLL. On my left, we have Broken Hearts going for, I think it would be your 5th title in this event. That's a vibe. Mark Grant, Ian Bayley, Joey Goldman, and Olav Bjortomt. So if we could give a team that have yet to win this event. I think it's not your first final, though. Is it? Wow, so it's the first final as well. It's very, very exciting. But the reigning league champions, though, of course, they really need no introduction, but they are Evan Lynch, Andrew Frazer, Paul Steeples, and David Lee. So this set is set by myself, Max Espenson, and Ewan McCauley. We will begin. Question 1. The hookon is a species of salmon endemic to this body of water, the delta of which forms a World Heritage Site with the Razim-Sino lagoons. This river's headstreams are the Brigach and Greg, while this river's island, Ada Calais, was submerged in 1970. Danube's correct for 10 points. 3 questions on a magazine. Edward Enninful took over from Alexandra Shulman as editor of the British edition of which fashion magazine in 2017? Vogue is correct. One of the 7 women photographed by Vogue in 2018 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of women getting the vote was which journalist and writer, the author of the 2017 book, Why I'm No Longer Talking to White People About Race? Edo Lodge is correct. Another of the 7 women was the former Reuters journalist Sophie Walker. Walker leads which feminist political party formed in 2015, for which she stood in the 2016 London mayoral election. Women's Equality Party is correct, so 15 points to set. Start at 2. Having spent a holiday with Donald and Ivanka Trump in Aspen, this sports star noted that Ivanka was the much better skier. This player credited a fitness increase to practicing suicide runs on a basketball court with Nancy Lieberman. This player and Serena Williams are the only players in the Open era who on 6 separate occasions have won Grand Slam titles without losing a set. This player went on a record-setting 109-match doubles winning streak with Pam Schreiner. Navratilova is correct. 3 questions on an ancient code. Dating from about 1754 BC, what name, featuring that of the king who enacted it, is given to the Babylonian legal code currently on display in the Louvre? Code of Hammurabi is correct. The Code of Hammurabi was plundered by the Elamite king Shutruk-Nahunta in the 12th century and taken to which capital city of the Elamites? Susa is right. What name is given to a stone slab taller than it is wide, of the kind on which the Code of Hammurabi is carved? These items were used in antiquity for commemorative purposes and as boundary markers. Yes, steel or stellite. So, 15 there as well. Starts at 3. The first of the so-called Haydn quartets, Mozart's string quartet number 14 in G major, has this nickname. Gosh.
Dissonance?
Sorry?
Dissonance?
Not dissonance, there it goes. A choral symphony that includes a setting of Henry Vaughan's Waters Above by Benjamin Britten is also described by this word. Also a nickname of Schumann's Symphony No. 1. This word is the English title of the first of Richard Strauss's 4 last songs. Christian Spring is correct. 3 questions on the automotive industry. That's an old favourite. Renamed in 1986 as the Rover Group, the name of which nationalised motor company featured a town 10 kilometres south of Preston, Lancashire. British Leyland is correct. The name of which firm of coach builders founded in Brussels in 1870 lived on as the name of the luxury designation for cars from various British Leyland subsidiaries.
So Orient Express was then certainly Belgian cars. I don't know.
No, it's Vanden Plat. The Vanden Plat edition of which 5-door hatchback, produced by British Leyland from 1982 to 1987, featured a voice warning and information system, which earned it publicity as the first talking car. No, that's the Austin Maestro. Just need the Maestro. Right. Starter 4. This director parodied glam metal bands when directing a video to New Order's Touched by the Hand of God, while a film by this director recounts a reactor failure on the Soviet Union's first nuclear submarine. In another film by this director, Bigelow is correct, for 10 points. Frequently seen on the tube. Founded by Ake Nordin in 1960, which Swedish outdoor equipment company manufactured a Kanken rucksack, seemingly ubiquitous among users of London transport nowadays? Fjallraven's correct. Carl Anderson Jr. is the real name of which American fashion designer whose handbags are often seen on the tube? This man has designed dresses worn by Rene Russo in the Thomas Crown Affair and Michelle Obama in her official first-term portrait. Kors is correct, Michael Kors. Which French fashion house is known for bags using its monogram canvas featuring a recurrent motif of its initials, which form the LV in LVMH? Louis Vuitton is correct. 15 set. Another starter. In 2018, the sole senator for an Australian party of this name told a female senator to stop shagging men. Former Italian Premier Lamberto Dini founded a breakaway party of this name in 2007. A socially conservative political party of this name has been led since its foundation by the Russian Vladimir Zhirinovsky. Tarot.
That's the Liberal Democrats.
Liberal Democrats is correct. The Liberal Democratic Party needed both words. 3 questions on second place, cities. Of its 4 weeks spent at number 2 in 1981, which critically beloved song spent 3 of them stuck behind the less beloved Shut Up Your Face by Joe Doctor in Music Theatre? Is correct. Vienna is correct. Upon its 1992 re-release, which song with bilingual lyrics spent 2 weeks at number 2, behind the lyrically questionable Rhythm is a Dancer by Snap?
This is a city.
No, it's Barcelona by Freddie Mercury and Oscar Caballo. Named in part for a city, and taken from a film also named for that city, which very serious song spent its sole week at number 2, behind the very frivolous track, Dupe.
Okay, so this is like in 94. It's not Philadelphia, because that's not
Streets of Philadelphia is correct. 10 points for that set. Starter 6. The stage name of US R&B performer Courtney Pollard includes the name of this country. One group from this country came to prominence after the album The Radio Tisdas Sessions. Weather Report's Joe Zawinul produced the album Amen for a performer from this country, cast out by his family for reasons he sang about in the album La Différence. An album by a blind married couple from this country is titled Welcome to This Country. They are Amadou and Mariam. Prominent Marley's correct. 3 questions on a journeyman. Sylvester Stallone was inspired to write the script for Rocky by which fighter's 1975 fight against Muhammad Ali in Ohio? This boxer knocked Ali down in the 9th round and ultimately lasted 15 rounds before a TKO. Chuck Wepner's correct. Wepner came into the Ali fight after a run of 9 wins, including a defeat of which former WBA heavyweight title holder, who infamously referred to Ali by his birth name of Cassius Clay, before a bad-tempered 1967 fight, which Ali won, chanting, "What's my name?" throughout.
That's only Terrell.
Ernie Terrell's correct. In 1969, Wepner lost the fight at Madison Square Garden to which boxer who went on to lose to Ali in the Rumble in the Jungle and became the oldest world heavyweight champion at age 45 in 1994.
They gave them the wrong round. I think it's Foreman, isn't it?
Foreman is correct. 15 points to set. Starter 7. This business lost a 2009 Court of Appeal case when it argued the UK controlled foreign company tax rules were contrary to EU law and fought off demands from the Indian tax authorities for tax on its acquisition of Hutch SR. The origins of this group lie in a joint venture between Millicom and Racal. This business's logo consists of a single quotation mark in a Vodafone's correct. 3 questions on Egyptian classical music. Which opera by Giuseppe Verdi is titled after an Ethiopian princess captured by the Egyptians and was premiered in Cairo? Correct. Aida is correct. Which French composer's only famous work is his 1875 Ballet Egyptien, which had historically been interpolated into some performances by Aida, especially in France. No, that's Alexandre Luigini, which French composer's piano concerto No. 5 in F major is often known by the subtitle Egyptian. Croissant is correct for 10 points the set. Starts at 8. An actress with this surname defeated 2 actresses from All About Eve to win the Academy Award for Best Actress for her role in Born Yesterday. And Holiday is correct. 3 questions on Chinese geography. The lowest point below sea level in China is Lake Ading, or Moonlight Lake, which is located in which depression in the Xinjiang Autonomous Region in the far west of the country?
Turfan Depression, Turfan Depression.
Turfan Depression, or Turfan, is correct. The Turfan Depression is some 150 kilometres southeast of which city of some 3.5 million people. This is the largest city in Central Asia by population and, according to the Guinness Book of Records, the furthest city from the sea in the world.
Yeah, the biggest in Xinjiang province, Urumqi.
Urumqi, or Urumqi, is correct. Urumqi was a major hub on which ancient network of trade routes linking Asia and Europe, named for a major commodity traded along its length. Silk Road's correct. Start to 9. One person of this specific description narrowly escaped death when the Grange at South Mimms in Hertfordshire was bombed as part of Operation Steinbock. Another person of this description came under the influence of faith healer Greet Hoffmans. Earlier, Canadian Governor-General Lord Athlone had declared an Ottawa hospital room extraterritorial to avoid that person's 3rd child being a dual national. A 3rd person of this description survived a terrorist attack in Apeldoorn in 2009. That person's rule had earlier seen the secession of Aruba from and eventual dissolution.
This is monarch of the Netherlands.
Prompt.
Heir to the Netherlands. Heir to the monarch of the Netherlands.
No, here it goes. That person's rule had earlier seen the secession of Aruba from and eventual dissolution of the dependency of the Antilles. All 3 of those rulers abdicated, the last in favour of Willem Alexander. Wilhelmina, Juliana and Beatrix all met what description given to Queen of the Netherlands is correct. And 3 questions on a movie genre. Shaft, 1971, was one of the first examples of what genre of film aimed at an urban African-American audience. This genre was a portmanteau name. While criticised for featuring stereotypical characters, it also featured African-American characters as heroes rather than sidekicks or victims. Blaxploitation is correct. Who played John Shaft II, the protagonist of the 2000 sequel to Shaft, and said to be the nephew of the identically named character played by Richard Roundtree in the original 1971 film? No, Samuel L. Jackson. The 2000 sequel to Shaft centred on the racially motivated murder of Trey Howard. Howard was played by which actor who also played Dr. Gregory Pratt in ER and future Jimmy Smith's best friend in 8 Mile? Pfeiffer is correct. Pfeiffer, sorry. So that's 10 points for that set. Question 10, after which we'll have a score check. In spectroscopy, the Laporte rule forbids electronic transitions that conserve parity of this concept.
Of spin?
No, not spin, Einstein. In his essay, More is Different, Philip W. Anderson wrote it is only slightly overstating the case to say that physics is the study of this concept. Noether's first theorem states that there is a corresponding conservation law for every differentiable type of this concept for the action of a physical system. A 3-fold rotational version of this concept is exhibited by a Triskelion. Defined as a lack of change in an object after a transformation, which concept is most commonly perceived as the presence of a line, which divides an object into 2 pieces that are mirror images of each other, such as vertically in the letters A or V? Symmetry is correct. 3 questions on non-Italian pizza. Not dissimilar to a pizza, which speciality of Alsace and the Rhineland-Pfalz region of Germany consists of thinly rolled bread dough covered with creme fraiche or fromage blanc, thinly sliced onions and lardons. You may give its German or French name. No, it's not pissaladière, it's tarte flambée or flammkuchen. Which Provençal dish consists of dough slightly thicker than that of pizza, topped with caramelised onions, black olives and anchovies, and has a name which may derive from the Latin for fish. That is indeed pissaladière. Although more similar to a pancake, the dish okonomiyaki has a nickname suggesting it can be seen as a pizza equivalent from which Far Eastern country? Japan is correct. 10 points to the set. Thomas?
I have AP 125 that you've got.
Automatic. Paintings by this artist, such as Capri Girl on a Rooftop, suggest an infatuation with Rosina Ferrara, and this artist's depictions of Albert de Belroche also suggest romantic desire. In another painting by this person, an orange sits on a chair between two seated men as they accompany a flamenco dancer. That work is...
Manet.
No, not Manet. I propose that work is El Jaleo. A further painting by this artist hangs in the Boston Museum of Fine Arts between the two giant Japanese vases it depicts, to where it was bequeathed by the four title siblings. A portrait of Virginie Gautreau in a black dress by John Singer Sargent's correct. It generated many emails. Many businesses and other entities, such as QLL, reviewed their policies for retaining information about and contacting their customers in light of the implementation of GDPR on the 25th of May 2018. What did the DP in GDPR stand for?
Data protection. Data protection.
Correct. Data protection is correct. The R stood for what class of EU law, which is directly applicable in all member states when made. This type of legislation is thus distinct from an EU directive. Regulation is correct. The distinction between regulations and directives declined in significance after the development by the Court of Justice of which EU law concept in the Van Henden-Loos case, which permitted individuals to invoke EU directives against member states in domestic courts.
Direct action.
No, it's direct effect. So that's 10 points on that set. Start to 12. In one book by an author with this surname, Framboise d'Artigan relives her affair with a German officer during the occupation, while in another book by an author with this surname, damaged Vietnam veteran Michael Lander plots to explode a blimp over the Super Bowl final. Those works are 5/4 of the... Paris is correct. 3 questions on models who married lower profile rock stars. Which American actress and former model, herself the daughter of a rock star, married Royston Langdon, lead singer of the minor British band Spacehog, in 2003? They separated 5 years later and had a son, Milo. Luke Tyler's correct. Which Croydon-born supermodel, the former fiancée of Pete Doherty, married the somewhat lower profile Jamie Hince, guitarist of Anglo-American indie, also runs The Kills, in 2011. They divorced in 2015. Moss is correct. Actress and model Zooey Deschanel was married to which musician, lead vocalist for the band's Death Cab for Cutie in the Postal Service between 2009 and 2011? Sorry? Gibbard is correct, Ben Gibbard. So that was full house of that set. Start at 13. Users of the app Draw Something included caricatures of this person with the slogan, "Ignore this person." In one meme, a hipster version of this figure declares, "I fucking love juice." This person faced Darth Vader in each of the first 3 series of the YouTube series Epic Rap Battles of History. YouTube comedy film Kung Fury involves a Miami cop travelling back in time to assassinate this figure. Paul Neve runs... Hitler is correct. Oh, I know that. 3 questions on toy makers. Which Swedish toy company, founded in 1908 by the sons of Ivar Bengtsson, is known for manufacturing namesake wooden toy trains which connect with magnets? We've discovered their weakness. Brio. In 2015, Brio was acquired by which German company, the market leader in the European jigsaw puzzle market? It is named after the town in Upper Swabia in which it was founded in 1883 by Otto Meyer. Ravensburger is correct. Ravensburger's Alia brand, aimed at hobbyists, went to which board game in which players assumed the role of governor of the title Caribbean island? In 2004, its designer released a separate card game named after the capital of the same Caribbean island. Puerto Rico is correct. So 10 on that set. In a work titled The Testament of This Person, the demons Ephipas and Obizuth appear. In one book of the Bible, a woman compares her darkness to the curtains of this person. Nama is the only named wife of this person. This person possessed a signet ring, sometimes said to allow them to talk to demons or speak with animals, known as this person's seal, also known as Solomon is correct.
Nice.
3 questions on writers who share their surnames with the names of subnational entities. Which English writer who shares his surname with an English county won the Somerset Maugham Award in 1992 for his first novel, Lempriere's Dictionary?
Norfolk.
Yes, Norfolk is correct, Lawrence Norfolk. Bertolucci's The Conformist, Godard's Contempt, and To Seek As Two Women are films based on novels by which Italian journalist and novelist, 1907 to 1990, who shares his surname with the historical region of Central Europe. Alberto Moravia is correct. The Glass Bead Game, Siddhartha and Steppenwolf are novels by which German novelist and Nobel laureate who shares his surname with the German land. Hesse is correct, 15 is set. This musical act's 2006 EP Wire and Glass was intended as a mini opera that later became part of another album. Doug Sandlin was an early drummer for this band. The album art for one of this band's albums features the vocalist singing a bathtub full of baked beans, and that person, The Who, is correct. 3 questions on microeconomics. What two-word phrase describes the situation when a person takes more risks because someone else is bearing the cost of those risks? It has been argued that government bailouts of financial institutions give rise to this phenomenon by encouraging bankers to take risks they wouldn't otherwise take.
Moral hazard.
Moral hazard is correct. Moral hazard is an example of what class of problem in economics, which arises when one person is able to make decisions or take actions on behalf of another, and the interests of the two parties may not coincide.
Yeah, it's the agency. Yeah. Is it called agency? Yeah, problems of agency.
Yeah, it's principal agent, but agency is absolutely fine. Mark Pauli's influential article, The Economics of Moral Hazard, was a response to another article by which American economics Nobel laureate associated with his namesake, Impossibility Theorem. Arrow is correct, 15 points to set. Start to 16. Do we have a start score check after 16?
150, 165.
150, 165. So we'll do a score check after 18, yeah? We've had 15, sorry. Just about to start to start to 16. Paul Crutzen demonstrated how soil microorganisms can affect the size of this thing, which was discovered over 50 years previously by
The hole in the ozone layer.
anti-prompt.
The thinning of the ozone layer.
I'm going to accept it's the ozone layer. I think that's fair enough. I was just taking time. 3 questions on Spanish football clubs with ludicrous nicknames. A reference to their home colours. What is the 2-word nickname of the Spanish football club Villarreal? It is also the name of the 1968 animated film inspired by the music of the Beatles and a song taken from it. Yellow Submarine is correct. Which Spanish side who moved to the Wanda Metropolitano Stadium in 2017 and nicknamed Los Colchoneros, or the mattress makers, due to their first team colours being the same colours as a traditional Spanish mattress. Atletico Madrid is correct. Which Segunda Division side from Castilla-La Mancha, who play at the Estadio Carlos Belmonte, are nicknamed Queso Mecanico, or the Clockwork Cheese. Andres Iniesta began his career at this side and is nowadays its majority shareholder.
Yeah, or Toledo or something like that. It's on something a bit to the south of the river.
No, Albuquerque. Right. It's the way they fall, isn't it? Start at 17. The Canadian King Byng constitutional crisis took place in this year, which also saw the first deployment of the K2 telephone box. This year isn't 1917, but saw the issue of a Balfour Declaration, granting autonomy to British dominions. The formation of ICI plc and Fianna Fáil both occurred in this year. Robert Goddard launched the first liquid-fueled rocket in this year, in which A.A. Milne's Winnie the Pooh was first published. Agatha Christie disappeared for 11 days in this.
1926.
Is correct, 1926 is right. 3 questions on elemental discoveries. Which Swedish chemist has been given the epithet hard luck because he was first to isolate a number of chemical elements, although others often got the credit. His discoveries include chlorine, which he obtained from hydrochloric acid, but mistakenly thought was an oxide.
Yeah, Sheila.
Sheila is correct. Which Cornish chemist first recognised chlorine as an element, as well as discovering potassium, sodium and calcium via electrolysis? Humphrey Davy is of course correct. Which US scientist, 1915 to 2010, co-discovered a record 12 chemical elements, although has not yet been honoured by having any named after him. He is credited as co-discovering every element, from americium through to seaborgium.
It's not seaborg, but I think Macmillan shared the Nobel Prize with him, so I don't know if he was American though. Say it anyway.
No, it's Giorso, Albert Giorso. Right. Starter 18. One sportsman with this surname won just 35 of 139 NFL starts. the worst record by any NFL quarterback with at least 100 starts, although New Orleans Saints retired that man's number 8 jersey after he stopped playing. Another player with this surname made the pass that led to the helmet catch. Manning is correct. 3 questions on well-bred criminals. The granddaughter of an American newspaper magnate, which 19-year-old was kidnapped in 1974 by the Symbionese Liberation Army, later joining that group and committing crimes including bank robberies. Hurst is correct. Presented to the Queen as a debutante in 1958, which stockbroker's daughter later became an IRA member, being jailed for 9 years in 1974 after being involved in a failed bombing and the theft of old masters from Rusborough House in County Wicklow. No, it's Rose Dugdale. Both sons of wealthy Chicago families, which students committed the 1924 murder of Bobby Prince in an effort to commit the perfect crime. One of them dropped an unusual hinged pair of glasses purchased by only 3 people in Chicago, thus enabling them to be identified easily. Leopold and Loeb is right. 10 points on that set.
Would you have left us 205, 170? Yeah.
Okay.
205, 170.
Yeah. 19. This city houses the most inland RNLI lifeboat in the United Kingdom, and the formal name of the cathedral of this city is the Cathedral Church of Gloucester. Is absolutely right. 3 questions on television canine behaviourists. How was the Mexican-American canine behaviourist Cesar Millan known in the title of a series which ran from 2004 to 2012? This title adapts the name of a 1995 novel by Nicholas Evans, made into a film starring Robert Redford 3 years later. The Dog Whisperer is correct. Which Irish-born dog trainer sprang to fame from a 1980 television series and has had catchphrases including walkies and sit. Barbara Woodhouse is correct. Which Channel 4 dog behaviour show ran from 2005 to 2008 and featured trainer Victoria Stilwell addressing dog behavioural problems and promoting responsible dog ownership and dog training techniques. It's me or the dog. Swiftly forgotten. Okay, so start at 20 then. I don't think we need a repeat the scores. So, Adam Leor's victory on this show is the most watched non-sporting event in Australian TV history. This TV show's format was created. MasterChef's correct. And 3 questions on artistic siblings. What was the surname of the German painters Frazer, known for court paintings including Empress Eugenie surrounded by her ladies in waiting in 1855, and his younger brother Herman, who worked closely with Frazer but also painted works of his own, such as Young Girl from Mauritius? Winterhalter is correct. What was the surname of the Venetian painters Gentile, an official portrait artist for the Doges of Venice, and his nowadays more celebrated brother Giovanni, whose works include St. Francis in Ecstasy? Bellini is correct. What name is shared by a sculpture by the brothers Jacob Dinos Chapman, and a nickname given to Peter Bruegel the Younger, because it was wrongly believed he had painted numerous depictions of scenes with demons and fire? Hell is correct. Well, Broken Hearts reclaim a trophy they last held 2 years ago. The North Basque and Bayern. Former champions, Barricades. It was extremely well done. That's the trophy. Superb display, some great bossing there. Congratulations to Broken Hearts. Thank you.